Before we begin, I would love to invite you to leave a warm comment sharing where you are listening from, because it is comforting to see our quiet circle stretching across towns, cities, and countries, all breathing under the same night sky. When you share your location, you help someone else feel less alone, and you remind this peaceful community that we are resting together, wherever we are in the world. As you arrive here, know that there is nothing you have to prove and nothing you need to do perfectly, since your simple presence is more than enough. Whatever your day held, whether it felt busy, heavy, or beautifully ordinary, this is your pocket of stillness and your permission to soften. Let this practice be a gentle exhale for your mind, your body, and your heart. Begin by settling into a comfortable position that feels naturally supportive. Whether you are lying down in bed, reclining on a sofa, or sitting back in a favorite chair with a blanket gathered around you. Feel the surface beneath you quietly holding your weight, as if it is whispering that you can let go now and allow yourself to be carried. Adjust anything you need to adjust so that comfort comes easily and your body feels welcomed. If it feels safe and comfortable, allow your eyes to close gently, or keep a soft, unfocused gaze that lets the edges of the room blur and dissolve. Invite your attention to turn inward, toward the steady rhythm that has guided you all day without asking for recognition. Let your awareness come to your breath and simply notice that it is happening. Take a slow, easy inhale through your nose, filling only as much as feels comfortable, and notice how the air feels cool or neutral as it arrives. Pause for a brief, peaceful moment at the top of the breath and sense the quiet space that opens when you do not rush. Exhale slowly through your nose or your mouth, and imagine releasing a small weight that you no longer need to carry. We will repeat that gentle flow a few times, breathing in calm, pausing in ease, and breathing out anything heavy, always in a way that feels kind to your body. Inhale softly and picture a warm glow arriving with your breath, bringing steadiness and safety. Exhale slowly and watch the day loosen its grip, as if the breath itself is smoothing the edges of your thoughts. Allow your breathing to settle into a natural rhythm now, and let your body follow that rhythm the way a small boat follows a friendly tide. Notice the subtle rise of your chest or belly on the inhale and the quiet fall on the exhale, steady and unforced. Trust that you are already drifting toward rest with every breath you take. Begin a soft body scan, not to judge or fix anything, but to welcome each part of you into comfort. Bring your awareness to the top of your head and imagine a small pool of warm light there, glowing like moonlight resting on calm water. Let that light pour gently over your scalp and your forehead, smoothing lines of effort and releasing the need to concentrate. Feel the muscles around your eyes unwind, and let your eyelids rest more heavily while remaining comfortable and at ease. Invite your cheeks, your jaw, and your tongue to loosen, and allow your teeth to part slightly so your mouth can soften without effort. Notice the quiet signal this sends through your whole body that it is safe to relax. Guide your attention down the length of your neck and into your shoulders, which may have carried more than their share today. With each exhale, imagine setting down what you have been holding, even if only for now, and feel your shoulders drop a little farther from your ears. Let this comfort move down your upper arms, through your elbows and forearms, and into your hands and fingertips, which can finally let go. Bring awareness to your chest and the steady rhythm living there, and take a moment to silently thank your heart for its faithful work. Imagine a soft glow expanding with each inhale and spreading with each exhale, wrapping your ribs and upper back in warm ease. Allow your upper back to widen and rest, feeling the surface beneath you accept its weight completely. Move your attention to your belly and your midsection, and invite a gentle softening to arrive with every breath. If there is any fluttering or tightness, meet it with patience, and let your exhale be an embrace that says it is safe to release. Feel your lower back receiving support, as if a warm hand is placed there to reassure and comfort you. Now welcome ease into your hips, your pelvis, and the deep muscles that help you move through the world. Allow heaviness to gather pleasantly in your hips, like stones resting at the bottom of a peaceful, clear lake. Let that grounded feeling flow down your thighs and through your knees, where gratitude can quietly gather. Invite the relaxation into your calves and shins, and notice how even small muscles begin to unwind when you give them permission to rest. Let your ankles, the soles of your feet, and each of your toes soften, as if warmth is moving out through the bottoms of your feet and into the earth. From crown to toes, your whole body is now held, welcomed, and at ease. If thoughts appear, greet them like friendly travelers who pass by on a quiet path, and let them continue on without needing your attention. Guide your focus back to the sensation of breath, the softness in your muscles, and the gentle weight of your body being supported. You are not behind, you are not late, and you are exactly where you need to be. Take a moment to set a simple intention for this practice, and let it be kind, small, and honest. You might choose rest, or you might choose clarity, or you might simply choose the courage to let go a little more. Place that intention in your heart like a candle and allow it to glow quietly without effort. Return to your breath now and feel how it has become gentler and more spacious, as if the air has more room to move through you. Imagine the inhale gathering calm, and imagine the exhale carrying away the weight of the day, again and again, in a rhythm that suits you. Trust that your body understands how to drift towards sleep when it is given time, patience, and warmth. As you rest here, remember the invitation to share where you are listening from, because your small message can be a lighthouse for someone else who is searching for comfort. This is a gentle community, and your presence helps it feel more connected and more human. We are many voices and many hearts, but we breathe together in the same quiet night. For these next breaths, allow silence to be your companion, and let it soak into your muscles, your thoughts, and your heartbeat. When you inhale, feel the room expand with possibility, and when you exhale, feel the world settle into stillness. You are safe, you are worthy of ease, and you are allowed to rest. We will soon begin the guided meditation in full, and there is nothing you need to do to prepare, because you are already ready and already here. Keep breathing in a way that feels natural and kind, and let every breath draw a soft curtain between the day and this healing moment. If sleep arrives while you listen, welcome it gently and let it carry you into the deep, restorative place your body has been asking for. Before we continue, I will lovingly remind you one more time to leave a comment sharing where you are listening from, because it would mean so much to see your small light in the constellation of this community. Your voice matters, your rest matters, and your presence adds warmth to everyone who finds this space. Thank you for being here. And thank you for taking care of yourself with tenderness and patience tonight. Take one more slow, soothing inhale and a soft, unhurried exhale, and feel the calm you have created settle comfortably within you. Let the shoulders ease, let the jaw soften, and let the mind grow spacious and quiet. We will move now into the deeper part of your practice, and you can remain exactly as you are, relaxed, supported, and beautifully present. You're doing wonderful. You made time for yourself, and that simple choice is opening the door to safety, ease, and deep renewal. Feel the surface beneath you receiving your weight with steady kindness, as if the bed or couch or favorite chair were saying that you can let go now and be fully supported. Let your shoulders release a little, and let your breath reveal its gentle rhythm without needing to be managed or improved. Nothing about this has to be perfect, because the night understands your language and will meet you exactly where you are. If it feels comfortable, let your eyes soften or close, and allow the edges of the room to blur into a hush that protects your peace. Invite your attention to rest on your breathing, which has stayed with you through every moment of this day, faithful and steady, patient and kind. Notice the breath arrive, notice the breath leave, and notice the tiny stillness that lives between both. Take a slow inhale through your nose as if you are sipping calm from the night, and let that inhale fill only as much as feels easy and kind. Pause for a moment at the top, like a wave pausing before it returns to the shore, and feel the quiet in that pause. Exhale long and soft through your mouth or nose, and imagine that your breath is a small lantern releasing the leftover shadows of the day. Breathe again in the same gentle way, and let your ribs broaden with receptivity as your heart space welcomes the coolness of the inhale. Allow the exhale to wander slowly toward completion, and feel your jaw loosen, your temples smooth, and your forehead uncrease. Let your breath now fall back into its natural pace, because your body remembers the path to rest when given a little space and patience. Begin a soft body scan, not to grade or correct anything, but to greet what is here with friendliness and care. Bring awareness to the crown of your head, and imagine a small pool of warm light there, like moonlight collected in a shallow bowl. Let that light spill over your scalp and drift to your forehead, smoothing lines of effort and releasing the habit of concentrating. Invite that warmth around your eyes, where tiny muscles can loosen, and where eyelids grow pleasantly heavy yet comfortable. Notice the simple relief that arrives when your gaze no longer needs to scan, and when your eyes can rest as if looking at a soft horizon. Let your cheeks soften, and let your tongue rest on the floor of your mouth while your lips close gently without pressure. Let the ease travel down through your jaw and into your throat, where words and feelings sometimes linger, and tell this space that it is safe to loosen. Offer your neck a breath of length and space, as if an invisible hand were supporting the base of your skull with devoted kindness. Allow your head to feel fully held by the pillow or cushion, and trust the support beneath you to carry what you do not need to hold. Bring kind attention to your shoulders, where invisible responsibilities may gather, and imagine setting those responsibilities down beside you for the night. Feel the shoulders slide a little farther from your ears, and let the breath move like a soft breeze under your collarbones. Send that breeze down the length of your arms, past elbows that can stop bracing, and into hands that can release their quiet grip. Let your palms open slightly as if to receive comfort, and let your fingers curl loosely into an unthinking, natural rest. Notice how peace enters more easily when the hands stop trying to carry what is not needed in this moment. Trust the message that every softening is an invitation for sleep to come closer. Return awareness to your chest and meet the steady hum of your heart with gratitude that needs no words. Imagine a dim, golden glow pulsing with each heartbeat, expanding a little as you inhale and nestling in as you exhale. Let that glow wrap around your back and shoulder blades like a shawl knitted from warmth and patience. Allow the scan to move toward your belly, where feelings sometimes gather, and greet whatever is present with friendly curiosity. On the exhale, invite your belly to soften outward and remind your body that nothing needs to be held in or braced right now. Picture your breath smoothing the surface of a small lake, leaving behind calm that reaches to the shore. Bring gentle awareness to your lower back, which has supported you all day, and let a wave of warmth move in like sunlight through a window. Let that warmth dissolve little knots of effort and allow your lower back to settle deeper into the support underneath. Trust that the ground loves to hold you and that you are welcome to be carried by it. Guide your kindness to your hips, that strong and tender crossroads of your body, and give them permission to be heavy and unguarded. Let that heaviness be a comfort, a sign that you can root down while your mind rises toward dreamlight. Invite softness to flow through your thighs and around your knees, where gratitude gathers for every step that brought you here. Let the ease stream down your shins and calves, and feel the calves lengthen in a way that is quiet and satisfying. Welcome relaxation into your ankles and the soles of your feet, where you can imagine warmth spreading like gentle embers. Allow each toe to rest as if placed carefully on a soft cushion, and feel the whole body from crown to toes gathering in a single field of ease. Now, in your imagination, Let the ceiling dissolve into a tranquil midnight sky, and notice a hush falling over the room like slow snow. Stars bloom like tiny lanterns, kind and unhurried, and a crescent moon leans near as if to listen for your next breath. The night is not an emptiness, because it is a companion draped in velvet and lit with quiet wisdom. Imagine a soft pathway forming above you, made of starlight woven into a ribbon that curves just beyond thought. Your breath becomes the wind that lifts you, and your trust becomes the sail, while the bed remains the safe harbor cradling what is physical and dear. Nothing in you forces flight, since gentleness alone is enough to float. You drift along that luminous ribbon as it arcs over sleeping rooftops and resting trees, and every light below becomes a soft heartbeat of the world. The night carries a distant scent of rain and earth, the kind of fragrance that tells your body it is time to soften its edges. You are above the to-do lists and beyond the conversations, and you are within a realm where quiet does the mending. A silver lake appears in the sky, and its surface reflects constellations that seem to breathe with you, and your exhale smooths the ripples into stillness. You arrive at the lake's edge on a floating bank of moss that meets your body like memory, and you recline there without effort. The moss memorizes your shape so that nothing presses and nothing resists, and every part of you feels perfectly considered. Across the lake, lanterns drift like patient fireflies, and each lantern carries a small message that says you have done enough for today. As you breathe, a lantern settles nearby and opens like a flower, and inside it glows an image of a moment when you were kind to yourself. Let that memory be a quiet blessing, and allow its gentleness to echo through your chest. Another lantern floats close and opens to show a time when the day felt heavy, and you still found a way to keep going, and you bow in your heart to that perseverance. You do not need to retell any stories, because the night already understands, and your only task is to rest in its understanding. With every lantern that drifts away, your thoughts grow lighter, and your breath becomes the tide that helps them leave without effort. Now the silver lake becomes a mirror, and in it you see not your reflection but your spaciousness, and it looks like a sky all its own. You sense that rest is a home you have visited many times, and tonight you are not knocking because the door is already open. You step across the threshold of the moment, and the threshold dissolves because you were always inside. The stars gather closer and arrange themselves into a gentle constellation shaped like open hands, and you rest there as if in an embrace. A soft hum arises, not from machinery but from the tenderness that happens when everything unnecessary goes quiet. The hum says that you are safe, that you are welcome, and that heavy things can be placed on the ground for a while. Let the hum move through your body like warm tea, and allow it to rest at your throat to soothe unspoken words, then at your heart to warm what needed warmth, and then at your belly to comfort what needed easing. Feel how each area receives exactly enough, and how nothing in you needs to reach or grasp. Peace does not need to be caught, because peace arrives when space is made for it. From your floating moss bank, you watch a slow drift of clouds move across the stars, and you realize that thoughts are like that drift, and they move when you do not chase them. You let a thought pass, and the cloud keeps moving, and the star behind it appears again with patient light. You are practicing the art of letting light reappear, and your body learns this art faster than your mind does. Invite a deeper breath into your chest and meet the exhale like a friend who understands you with very few words. Let your arms become heavier, and let your hands rest where they choose, because comfort knows how to find itself when given permission. Your legs drape into stillness, and both feet feel unburdened as if the earth has taken their weight and given back warmth. Somewhere in this sky lake, a small bell rings once, not a command but a blessing, and its sound ripples into silence that is somehow even kinder than sound. Your breath follows that ring into a slower tempo, and your heart follows your breath, and your thoughts follow your heart. Everything in you is moving toward the same center, and that center is rest. If any restlessness remains, Imagine wrapping it in a soft scarf and placing it beside you, because it does not need to leave to let you sleep, and it just needs to be held nearby with compassion. The scarf is woven from patience and time, and it warms what it holds without asking it to change. You are allowed to sleep even if fragments of the day still exist at the edges, and you are allowed to heal without finishing every thought. Notice how your mouth now sits in a calm, natural line, and how the space behind your eyes feels spacious and dim and friendly. Feel the breath nestle into your belly with a rhythm that feels almost like rocking, and let that rhythm be your boat into dreams. Each inhale gathers what is gentle, and each exhale releases what is used, and both together are writing a lullaby. You may sense sleep nearing like a tide that takes its time, and you do not need to step toward it because it comes to you the way dusk comes to the trees. Your body has begun its closing rituals, and your mind has dimmed its lamps, and the room is now a harbor where quiet can anchor. You are drifting between words and images, and both feel like feathers. Return once more to the phrase that began this journey, and let its meaning widen rather than fade. You are doing wonderful at resting, and you are doing wonderful at listening, and you are doing wonderful at letting kindness be the teacher for tonight. All of this counts, and all of this heals, and all of this belongs to you. If sleep wishes to take you now, allow it to arrive like a friend who knows where everything goes, and who tidies the room of your mind without waking you. If wakefulness lingers, trust that the practice itself is medicine, and that your nervous system is already sipping what it needs. Either way, you are safe in this soft place, and you are held by both the imagined sky and the very real bed beneath you. Let the lake become only stars again, and let the moss become only pillow again, and let the ribbon of starlight become only breath again. What remains is the gentleness you offered yourself, and it continues to work while you rest, like a candle that does not hurry its flame. You have done enough, and you can sleep now, and the night is wise enough to watch over you. In the quiet just before dreams, listen for the softest part of your breath, because that is where the doorway opens, and you are already standing within it. You step no farther and go no place, because sleep comes toward you with the hush of falling snow, and your name is written in the hush. The room breathes, you breathe, the night breathes, and you belong to the simplest rhythm that ever was. Your heart moves like a lantern carried through a gentle forest, and every step is so soft that even the fallen leaves continue sleeping. Your mind sets its bundle down by a tree that knows your story, and the tree nods and keeps watch while you wander into the clearing of dreams. The clearing is wide, the air is kind, and your body is a guest of honor. There is nothing more to do, and the absence of doing is a beautiful presence, and that presence is what holds you while you drift. Let the last of the day dissolve like sugar into warm tea, and let the sweetness remain while the grains disappear. You are ready, and readiness now means surrender rather than effort. As you slip over the threshold into sleep, keep only one thought if any thought is needed, and let it be the gentle knowing that you are cherished by this moment. Let your body be heavy, let your mind be light, and let your breath be the bridge that no longer needs to be crossed because you are already home. Rest deeply now, and let dreams arrive like soft companions who speak in the language of images and warmth and peace. Now let's fly across the sleepy night sky. Let those words open a gentle doorway in your imagination, a quiet arch of silver light just large enough for you to pass through with ease and comfort. You do not need wings, and you do not need effort, because this journey is guided by breath, softness, and trust in the calm that is already arriving. Begin by noticing the surface beneath you, steady and supportive, like a faithful friend who offers a silent embrace without asking for anything in return. Let your shoulders sink a little deeper, and allow your jaw to loosen as if it is placing down a weight it no longer needs to carry. Feel your belly and your back relax together, creating a wide, peaceful space where your breath can wander without hurry. Bring your attention to the simple rhythm of your breathing, unforced and kind, moving in like a tide that never forgets the shoreline. Inhale steadily through your nose, not to the edge of fullness, but to a comfortable, easy rise that feels friendly and safe. Exhale slowly through your nose or mouth and picture the day dissolving like mist that melts in the morning sun. Repeat this soft pattern again, as if your breath is brushing the dust from a quiet bookshelf inside you, revealing the tender stories that rest underneath. Allow your inhale to gather calm, and allow your exhale to release what your body no longer wishes to hold, even if it releases only the smallest strand each time. Trust that these small strands braided together become a strong rope of rest that gently guides you towards sleep. When you feel ready, let your breath return to a natural pace and sense a mild velvety light forming around you, like moonlight weaving a cocoon of safety. This cocoon rises with your exhale and settles with your inhale, rocking you the way a quiet lake cradles a leaf. Nothing about this is rushed, because softness knows exactly how to find the tempo your body needs. In your mind's eye, the ceiling fades, the room softens, and above you appears a wide night, a velvet canvas sprinkled with constellations that blink like patient fireflies. The moon tilts toward you with a friendly glow, as if it recognizes your heart from far away and is happy to see you again. Your cocoon of light drifts upward, lifting from the bed as gently as a dandelion seed lifts from its stem in a kind breeze. You rise above rooftops and treetops, and the hush of evening gathers around you like a shawl that has been warmed by love. Down below, tiny windows glow like constellations on Earth, and the world's edges blur into a watercolor of quiet and distance. All that felt urgent loosens its grip, becoming a harmless, muted hum that cannot follow you into this sky. Ahead, a ribbon of starlight unfurls, curving into the distance with a soft invitation, like a path laid down by all the rests you have ever earned. Your cocoon glides onto this path, which feels both sturdy and cloud-like, as if it understands exactly how to hold you. With every breath, The ribbon brightens slightly, responding to your willingness to relax, like a friend who smiles when you finally lean into their hug. You drift past slow-moving clouds that carry the scent of rain and cedar, and each cloud you pass leaves a little gift of quiet in your chest. The air is cool but not cold, a whisper against your skin, reminding you that you are safe and that rest is permitted. All around, the stars pulse in a calm, deliberate rhythm that seems to match the patience of your heart. Soon you notice a cluster of gentle lights ahead, floating together like a small village in the sky. As you approach, you see an island suspended in the night, carpeted in soft moss and dotted with lanterns that sway on silver threads. A path of pale stones leads toward a resting place shaped like a nest woven from moonbeams and morning mist. You settle into the nest, which understands the shape of your body without being told, and every curve finds its perfect cradle. The moss underneath is cool at first, then warm, then exactly what you want it to be, because it listens to your comfort with uncommon devotion. Your breathing deepens almost by itself, as though the island has reached into your ribs and whispered to them the secret of slowing down. From where you rest, the sky arches like a cathedral of velvet, and the constellations gather themselves into friendly shapes. You see a cluster like open hands, another like two birds resting wing to wing, and a third like a lantern set on a windowsill, promising safe return. You realize these shapes are not here to be deciphered, but to be felt, because their language is comfort rather than answers. A mild breeze moves across the island, stirring the lanterns until they ring softly, each note a reminder that patience is also a kind of love. The sound threads through your chest and loosens the last careful knots you were still holding, even the ones you did not know were there. Your body grows heavier in the sweetest way, as if gravity has become a lullaby, low and steady and kind. If thoughts wander in, you watch them arrive like slow moths, wings powdered with moonlight, drifting gently without need for capture. You do not follow them, and you do not push them away, because they circle once and then continue into the night, content to be unneeded. In the space they leave behind, your breath grows round and easy, a steady hush that tells every bone it may rest. Allow your awareness to travel through your body once more, not to fix anything, but to take attendance of the comfort that is arriving. Your forehead feels smooth, your eyes feel peaceful, your jaw is unlatched, and your shoulders have unlearned the habit of bracing. Your arms rest with the trust of branches after the wind has passed, and your hands relax as if they are holding a soft bird that has already fallen asleep. Your chest moves in a rhythm too gentle to measure, and your heart answers with a tempo that sounds like gratitude. Your belly expands as if it is a small harbor drinking the tide, and your back widens into the moss like it has found a friend it never wants to leave. Your hips settle, your thighs lengthen, your knees remember their freedom, and your feet let go of the day they carried. Far off across the island, a tiny archway glows, and beyond it a narrow bridge of starlight stretches to another piece of sky. You rise without standing, lifted by the slow breath of the island itself, and you drift toward the bridge with the serenity of a falling feather. When you reach the arch, it widens as if it recognizes you, and the bridge greets you by brightening just enough to feel like welcome. You glide along the bridge, which sways in the gentlest way, a motion that reassures your muscles the way rocking soothes a child. Below the night is a quiet ocean, and the constellations are boats anchored in patience, their sails lowered, their crews asleep. The bridge carries you to a second island, smaller and even softer, where a low fountain releases strands of water that fall like silver threads. The fountain's sound is a language your body understands without translation, a series of syllables that mean slower and safer and hush. You rest beside it and watch drops gather, grow heavy, and fall, each drop a tiny ceremony of letting go. With every fall, your thoughts perform the same ceremony, gathering, ripening, and dropping gently into stillness. You notice that the air here is filled with a delicate fragrance, something like lavender and something like rain on warm stones. The scent drifts around you and nestles in your breath, and you realize that the island is perfuming the night just for your ease. Your nervous system overhears this kindness and relaxes its vigilance, like a watchman who recognizes a friend and lowers the lantern. On the far edge of the island, a small grove of silvery trees leans toward one another, their leaves murmuring secrets in a wind too gentle to see. You drift among them, and the leaves touch your shoulders and hair with a whispering hush, almost like a blessing from old friends. The trees make a canopy that turns the starlight into ribbons, and those ribbons fall across your body like soft scarves. A clearing opens at the center of the grove, and there you find a circle of cushions shaped like clouds, each one with a faint glow at its heart. You choose one without choosing, drawn by comfort alone, and you sink into it with the certainty that it has been waiting for you. When you lie back, the cushion sighs in that small way that objects do when they have found their purpose. You could stay here a long time, resting without clock or requirement, and the idea brings your body the same calm that a promise brings to a child. Your breath thins into silk, your heartbeat becomes a drum under layers of velvet, and your thoughts are snow settling in a quiet field. Nothing in you rushes, and nothing in you resists, because the night has become your teacher, and the lesson is surrender. If a shred of tension lingers anywhere, invite it to rest beside you like a small animal too tired to run, and stroke it with kindness until it sleeps. You do not need to banish anything to be peaceful, because allowing is sometimes the gentlest form of release. The cushion understands this and deepens beneath you, making room for everything that wants to soften. The sky subtly changes, dark velvet growing a touch bluer at the horizon, not sunrise, only the night showing you a new shade of itself. You watch the change like a tide that happens in color, and it lulls you even further into the sweet gravity of rest. In this shade, the stars look nearer, and you feel as if you could reach your hand into their cool glow and rinse it clean of worry. A soft chime rings from the fountain, just once, just enough to gather your attention and place it like a feather back on your breath. You follow the breath in, you follow the breath out, and the chime fades into the muscle memory of calm. Your eyelids grow heavier, your lips part slightly, and your body has found the posture of sleep even before sleep arrives. Let your mind drift for a moment to the people who love you, and picture them as distant lights on the first island, steady and warm. No words are needed, and no extra effort is required, because their lights are enough to say that you belong, and that belonging is restful. You turn from the lights back to the trees above you, and you feel the belonging there too, a quiet membership in the family of night. This family sings without voices, and its song is the wind, the fountain, the hush of leaves, and the rhythm of your own breath. You are both the listener and the instrument, and the music is soft enough to be mistaken for silence. Silence, you learn, is only music that has fallen asleep with you. The cushion rocks almost imperceptibly, and the rocking matches a childhood memory you cannot name but can still feel. It is the memory of being carried, of being trusted by arms stronger than worry, of being tucked in by the night itself. You realize you are being tucked in now, here, by moss and moon and the gentlest gravity you have ever known. In this cocoon of sky, let the last threads of wakefulness unwind as easily as ribbons slipping from a gift. The gift is not the island, nor the bridge, nor the lanterns, though they are beautiful, because the gift is the softness you allowed into yourself. That softness is portable, and it will travel with you into sleep, lighting your dreams with a calm that expects nothing of you. If sleep has already arrived, let it spread without limit, and if sleep is still approaching, greet it with the same patience the stars show to the dark. You are ready either way, because readiness here means surrender more than action, and surrender is what you are practicing perfectly. Your body agrees by becoming very heavy. Your mind agrees by becoming very light. And your breath agrees by doing what it loves to do when you let it. The island begins to dim, not disappearing, but respectfully stepping back so your dreams can step forward. The fountain's voice lowers to a murmur. The lanterns blur into halos, and the trees close ranks like gentle guardians who promise to keep watch. You are safe, you are held, and you are welcomed by the night like a cherished guest. As you drift, remember that your journey began with an invitation to fly, and understand now that the flying required only softness. Softness lifted you, softness carried you, and softness is the bridge you will continue crossing as sleep takes your hand. You have arrived, and arrival here means resting without conditions. Let your final conscious breath be the easiest one of the day, a breath without edges or corners, a breath that finds you already beyond effort. Feel your mouth soften, feel your eyes grow still under their lids, and feel your heart keep a gentle watch like a lantern shaded with velvet. Sleep is here, and it knows your name, and it calls you kindly into the quiet rooms where dreams fold themselves into blankets of light. And for now, as you float in the hush between this sentence and the next, wrapped in the calm you invited in the night that loves you, that ends tonight's journey, but you're welcome to stay a bit longer.